Welcome back to OPTCG Central, your hub for all things One Piece card game related. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really helps us bring you more One Piece TCG matches and more.
Today is in Edinburgh playing Emu, so he's putting his
There we go.
playing hat on today, giving us a nice wave.
If on cue, right?
On
Like he's
cue.
prepared, professional. He knows.
He knows exactly what's expected. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough matchup for him. We're gonna see who goes first here. And we've got Liam obviously piloting our red blue ace deck. So yeah.
We know Ben's knowledge is fantastic. The
Yep.
question is, can he translate that into a performance in a game?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Well, with me, that doesn't usually happen, but hopefully, I think Ben can definitely is a better player than myself. So we're going to see how we get on today. So both players are X1 at this point in the game, round 5. So they're 3-1 going into this particular round. Again, this is a 1,024 person tournament. It will be top 32 tomorrow in top cuts. So we will have almost half the players that go X2 will qualify for tomorrow's top cut. So again, if you lose 2 rounds throughout the day, depending on when you lose them and how your opponents play, you can still make it into top cuts to tomorrow. So both players still playing for a place in the top cut, but we're seeing that Ben has the advantage of going second here.
Yes. Both decks already doing bits and pieces of curves, forced to go first, but saw a searcher. Best possible search you could see in Ezo, because at least, the first time Emu swings in, you could just trash it to cycle if you need to. Emu already filling trash with cards compared to previous Emus we've seen. So already this looks like 2 people knowing what they're doing. I think I've already seen potentially 7 cards in trash.
Yeah, 7 cards already in trash.
So already, abilities kicking in straight away.
Yep. And Ben doing exactly what I do as well, just trying to keep your elders that you're going to need to play out later to one side, but also keeping D20 dice to keep track of how many cards you have in your trash. Really important in Emu to make sure you know how many you've got, because it does make a difference. You do need to know once you've got the 7 cards, it's great. But as you stated earlier as well, Levi, having 10 cards, 19 cards makes a huge difference in what you can and can't do with this particular deck.
Especially into this matchup already. That 19 cards, 6k swing, no Don investment, suddenly different maths, as we've already said. This game's all about maths, and you need that. So, yeah.
Well, Ben's having an absolutely amazing start here, finding all the searches every turn. On his 4-Don turn here, he manages to find exactly what he needs to be able to do the search. I always forget the names of the elders. This one's the one that searches for you, which is Saturn.
Yes.
Saturn, that's it. Which planet is this one? So Saturn goes and does the search. And again, leader effect, trashing a card, drawing a card, filling up that trash now, up to 8 in the trash.
And both decks looking beautiful with all the alt arts on show so far as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So Liam now plays out a Yamato.
This is a brilliant card because if your leader has 3 or less life, draw 2 cards and then attach 1 Don to your leader. Fantastic. So card draw and a Don to allow Ace to do his leader ability on his opponent's turn. Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do find with this particular Ace leader, he does have a lot of friends from Wano who support this particular deck. You got the Tama, which has got good synergy with this deck, and this particular Yamato as well, specifically designed to work well with this particular leader. So yeah, great card.
It'll be very interesting to see. I always find myself playing into Emu when I've been playing Ace. If I haven't got Emu down to 2 life by the time they get to the 5 elders, it's a very rough time. Obviously, Ben's sitting on 3 life here right now. And, it'll be interesting to see by the time he gets there where he's at.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ben again, swinging with leader this time. Liam decides not to take it. And now another swing counters out the first one. Now another swing coming in from that Saturn that was played the last turn. Deciding whether to counter or use leader ability here. to get out of this one.
So very much a swing he has to counter. Going down to 1 life this early on in the game, questionably almost a death sentence for Ace.
Yep. So uses the Uta to counteract that one. And then we see
Such a
Mars dropping down, dealing with that Yamato.
oof.
Really powerful play there.
And the shift in tempo already beginning.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, so
You
really
know,
good control play here by Ben. He is
very good.
sequencing everything just right, ensuring he's got the right number of cards. I think he's up to 12 now, yeah, by the looks of it, in trash. And controlling what Liam has on the board. Just that Ezo standing there, plus the leader at this point in the game. And he's 1 turn away from his 8 Don turn to be able to activate the Iron Whitebeard event. He does have that event in hand. So does really need to now think about potentially what to do this turn and how you can upset the tempo a little bit.
It's very tough. You're at 7 Don. And, you know, we see the Otama come in. Cool, draw 2, trash 1. It's looking for cycling. I know some decks still, after following the East, still was running the 6-cost Rush Yamato that would allow you to activate main attach a Don to a leader. I know a lot in the West have cut that out. It makes it very hard for Ace. Like I said, going first, it really does kind of push you off your curve. Jozu, for example, great in many other matchups against Emu, especially with how Ben's piloted, getting those 7 cards in trash. Well, he's pointless because I can't bounce anything. We could see him played in the future to bounce one of his Atamas back, so we get more benefit from them just being played for the draw 2 trash 1. We get the 2k counter back in hand, but
Yep.
there's not a lot of mid-range that Yamato has on our first Don curve. For Ace have on apart from Yamato on our first Don curve. So it's tough for Liam here. Really is. You know,
Yeah, you
these small
saw
bodies.
him. Yeah, you're right. Lots of small bodies, but not finding the pieces. 2 Atamas played, and yeah, he had to trash an Iron Whitebeard, and now the Jozu as well. I'm finding it really difficult at the moment.
Are we gonna see a Don attached to leader and then a Marco maybe played out?
Yeah, 5 Don available. Does have 2 Marcos in hand, and looks like he's considering playing that pudding to
It's
undo
not
all the
a bad
hard
turn.
work that Ben has done to cultivate that hand with all those searches that went on early on in this game.
It's a very good turn to do it going first on 7 Don because after this point, you kind of just want to start chaining your Whitebeards, so you find it tough to get a pudding out. So this
Yeah.
is an ideal place, and as you said, Ben's had a perfect curve in many ways, getting all the searches. So now putting them back in really helps because those searches, well, they're not in the deck right now. I'm not
Yeah.
getting them back, but he's seen so many cards that statistically you could still get some of them back from the search. You know, as we saw when the Whitebeard, the ace got put in last turn. So.
Yeah, absolutely did. So, well, we're now seeing Ben go into his 8 Don turn. He does need to. It looks like he's pretty much got most of the pieces he needs in his trash to be able to fire off the Elder next turn if he can find one. And he has got the ability to be able to go and search for it. And what's he going to get here? Doesn't find it, but he can take the 1 cost search card here to find another piece, which is exactly what he's doing. He does have all 5 elders now in that trash.
Very important.
You've put that card in the trash, Ben. You want to keep it in your hand? Or did you trash it off the...
There we go. The judge is intervening, saying,
Yeah, that's what you took. Yeah, come on, Ben. Yeah,
flawless performance
there
until
we
this
go.
moment.
Ben, I was paying attention. There you go. He'll be proud of me that I was paying attention for sure. And now he does use this event to search. Still not finding the 10 for the cost 5 elders.
Losing that Stussy is a bit of a painful thing as well, because in this
Yeah,
matchup, Stussy is so fantastic.
it is to be able to
That
deal with one of those white beards.
That pudding has come at such a great moment here right now.
It has indeed. So now we do have enough cards in the trash to make that leader plus 1k on your own turn. Leader ability there. And he finds the 10 cost Elder for next turn now. So he's in a pretty happy position, I would say. He's got one of the 10 cost Elders. He's got all 5 pieces in the trash. Now swinging 6 into life, forcing a counter from Liam, which he does. Again, in the form of Uta.
No stage play, no stage effect being used yet, so we could see many options coming out of the 5 elders right now.
Yeah.
You see a Shirahoshi, great option.
Yep.
You know, this is one of those great moments, right? This is what I mentioned, where Emu goes through so many cards, the fact that you can put them back in, the chances you might see them again.
Absolutely.
And you know,
a counter event and a search event there back into the deck. Be quite useful later on. And let's not forget that counter event also can KO a 6k or less as well. 6 Dawn. So it really is quite useful in the form of the world's equilibrium cannot be maintained forever. So yeah.
Yeah, such a strong double card. Being able to kill a 6 cost or less plus being counter, fantastic. Very good. It's a very nice series of like events that Bandai have increased in their recent sets that I think adds good depth to deck building across the board.
Definitely does. Ben finishes that turn off really well, forces another life from Liam, also then uses that stage ability to be able to play out a blocker as well. So good turn there, knowing he's going to be able to play his 5 elders the next turn as well. 1 Don still open for counter events as well.
I presume we are going to see a blocker beard this turn.
Yeah.
For a swing with ace and pudding.
Yeah, I think so. As you say, that 2 Don each, such a strong card when you play it. Draw 2, trash 1, and then place 2 Don on your leader and 2 Don on one of your characters.
And as he's on 9 Don this turn, he has a Don left over if he's running events and such. Or you could attach it for an extra swing or a searcher. It's not terrible once you hit the 9 Don threshold going first, but those first few turns before becomes very rough.
Yeah, absolutely. So starting off with a 6k swing with pudding. He decides to use the event with plus 4k to leader.
But then this is where he's going to block and then get the nice draw from War Curry, I presume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Doing it the right way.
And then refilling with the event that he just used.
Yeah, absolutely. Worked out quite well. And as you say, that extra Don was utilized for another EZO on board to be able to do another search, but also able to trash itself on opponent's attack. Be able to draw 1 card and put 1 at the bottom of your deck. So can be very useful to be able to clean up your hand depending on what's going on at that particular stage.
But Ben's sitting very good right now. 3 life on his first turn of 5 elders, which we know he has in hand. A body on board that he gets a swing of. He could swing it into the pudding to try and clear. He's going to swing the leader.
Yep.
You know, is a very strong situation from Emu right now.
So
Ooh,
Ducey comes on board, deals with the white beard.
Very big here. Very, very big.
Huge. So now 1 Don left open. Passes back over to Liam. But that was very, very good play there from Ben. Really puts the momentum back 1 turn now for Liam.
You know, because you've got a big swing coming next turn now with the Stussy as well.
Yep, absolutely. And your leader's going to be 6k as well. So again, Stussy and leader can attack, and then you drop the elders, and yeah, it makes the board look quite imposing.
So Liam dropping a blocker beard raw, even though he has Iron White beard in hand. Obviously drawing 2, trashing 1, getting rid of Yamato, and going for a 8k swing with leader. What will Ben do? Did he passed?
Looks like he did. Yeah.
Oh, he counted out with the event, and then I think it
Yep.
was done. So that makes sense. It was
Yes.
very swift. This is where you can
Very,
see players very quick.
very quick indeed. So Stussy attacking, Whitebeard blocking. Now we're gonna see
The main
what
expansion. Here they
there
come.
we go. 5 elders are gonna come out. He's like, "Oh, you're missing one altar."
You may be missing it, but it's going to be putting in some work, whether it's base
Oh,
rarity or
yes,
not right now.
it is indeed.
You know, and that blocker beard's already been forced to be used here. So this,
Yep.
you know, that's coming through.
Absolutely is.
So we saw him just do the search for Saturn.
Yep.
Obviously, he's decided Mars isn't going to trash here. It makes sense. There's no point KOing something and trashing a card with what's on board state in the minute.
Absolutely. Those Ezos can activate as well when they are swung into. So he is swinging in 10 and giving Whitebeard -2. So it was a swing into the Whitebeard, Edward Newgate, but 1k counter from the Jozu was enough.
But Ben's sitting very strong here.
Absolutely.
Free life left. You know, if Ben was at a lower life pool right now, fantastic moment for Liam to play Iron Whitebeard, play out 9-beard, take the life, make yourself a 10k leader for a turn. But at this point, you know, Liam's now playing survival. So you're dropping another blocker beard. But that means you're going to what? Swing with the one you have now. So then you're down to 1 blocker, but then Ben still has a whole board full of bodies, you know.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
pressure against him is rough right now. So Liam swinging the 8k into Ben's blocker, Russia, which Ben decided to block.
Yeah, Nostro definitely wants to target that because that -2 on
Very big.
any blocker that attacks is going to be huge. So he doesn't want it to stick around. Now Ben's forcing Liam to think about swinging with that blocker Whitebeard.
It's a very dangerous game, but you kind of have to do it.
Yep.
Because
Blocks.
he's sitting so healthy. The pressure Ben can use with those bodies otherwise will just leave you struggling.
Yeah, exactly. 3 bodies on board now, which are 7k base power that can swing and cause damage. Leader 6k. You still have that tendon available. Drops the Shirahoshi. Gonna put a couple of cards back. It's gonna put those events back. Rightfully so. To the bottom of deck, forcing Liam to trash the Marco from hand. Liam's still got a healthy hand size there. Looks like 7 or 8 cards.
It's such a great card, the Shirahoshi, just applying that pressure because
Oh,
it's a card you have to deal with because otherwise every turn now, you know, your opponent can use it to just force you to trash a card, especially as ace when your hand's so big.
absolutely. Ben going digging there for another 5 Elders card. Not finding it through that search. Swing 6. And forces a 1k counter out of hand.
Perfect use of Jozu this game. And then we see here's a Najiro swinging in for 8. which Liam blocks.
And now we do have swings from these five elders as well. So we're starting with an 8k swing into life.
I feel like Jupiter is such a unsung hero in this deck. The fact that that gives the 2k power is so strong.
Absolutely is. Another 8k swing coming in.
Just the gas being pressed. So one of the Ezos now being trashed for Liam to draw one and then place one at bottom deck. A little bit of cycling, trying to look for the counter, I guess, so he doesn't have to waste a brick maybe here.
So just deciding which one to put.
Looks like he's got one card.
Got.
No, he's changed his mind.
Oh, is he putting the Iron Whitebeard down there?
That's very interesting because going to 10k would be really. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Like I said, if Ben was at lower life, I could see that play being worthwhile. But at this point in game, Ben being so healthy, it's just not worth doing.
Exactly. So counters out of that one.
But
Three
still
cards
5
in
on up.
hand. Yeah.
No stage been used here yet. So here we go. Stage. Are we going to see? Yeah. We see a blocker come out. We, common theme you'll see against Emu, this boy up here, Mr. War Curry, as we've already said throughout the show.
Yeah.
Arguably now, surely one of the best blockers in the game when used in Emu.
Absolutely. The on KO draw one is so powerful as well. So such a good card. Now, Liam really does need to make a dent. Well, first of all, he's dealing with the Shirahoshi, thanks to his zero cost swing from Atama into zero cost Shirahoshi.
You always love to see those moments.
Big power plays here today for sure.
Are we going to see a 9-cost Edward Newgate? Is the question, Taj.
Yeah.
It looks like Liam's lining it up. Obviously, it would leave him with 2 Dons, so he could attach one to leader, which is fantastic to still enable that leader ability.
Yep.
It's whether he takes the life here. I don't think he does, and I don't think he should, but whether he does will be very telling. And I think that's what he's thinking about right now.
Yeah, he's not got many cards in hand here. He wants to keep the bluff going. He's got 0 counter in hand. 4 cards. What will he do here?
He's decided to hard play out the 9-cost white bid. Fully get it. Patching the Don, his remaining Don, to give himself the leader ability, which I think will be coming very incredibly important next turn.
Yep. So he is now focusing on the characters on board here. So we do see plus 4k and a 2k counter to protect it. Just makes it a little bit more difficult for Liam. One Don still open for Ben. Does Liam want to swing?
But this is the problem now, where Liam he can't deal with that Emu's life because he's constantly got a clear board.
Yep.
And it just means, even if you're clearing board, okay, it means Ben has to find the 5 elders.
Yep.
But you're sitting cozy because you're not taking any damage.
Yeah.
And you unlike other decks, 1/5 elders, my board's filled again. So we'll see. But it becomes dangerous now because we've got 3 Whitebeards on board. So big weapons are already about.
Absolutely. And that leader's 8,000 power as well. Makes it a lot more difficult. Try and swing into it. So what do you focus on now?
This is a tough moment. You go for the little bodies, very much so. I think the Nurjuro is fine to attach a Don and swing 8 at a minimum. You can give the -2k to a Whitebeard, and then if you 5 Elder, you could potentially help remove it next turn as well if you like with the second time you place him down, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of options for Ben here, really. I think Liam's more bottleneck, and we'll see. Ben just checking what's in his trash, probably counting the 2Ks. Student of the game, probably knowing how many 2Ks most ace players runs. You know,
Absolutely. So he will be trying to figure out what counters potentially do you have in your hand? How aggressive do I go here? And
there's
we see Ezo being fired off. Card going to the bottom there. So there's 1k counter in hand. So you do see Jozu countering that 8k swing from Ben. And we are going to see Elders coming down. Deciding not to swing first with the...
this is very interesting.
Yeah, Nostro. Because there was an opportunity. Well, it was only 5k. He would have had to... He would have
Yes,
had to
that would have been the only problem,
put
right?
three Don underneath it, and then doesn't leave you much for your counter events. Whereas now
Yes,
he can
that is
swing
the
with it,
downside.
has a 7k base.
So it's only a one
Yeah,
investment if
absolutely.
needed.
So he's going to go 10 -2 to Whitebeard. Here's this 10 going. Is it going into life?
It's what we're talking about. Liam playing the thinking game,
Yeah,
playing the decoy, not really having the choices. But this is all part of the game sometimes, where you have to play bluffs. You know,
exactly.
it's like in a blue deck. You sit across from your opponent and you just keep asking how many cards in hand.
Yep,
They get so nervous for that pudding.
absolutely. So now he's going to... Looks like he's going to use leader effect, obviously, to counter out of this. Because it's actually a 9k swing, not a 10k swing. So it was only 2 Don committed underneath it. But it has forced Liam down to just 1 card in hand going into this turn now. Just 2 cards in hand. Ben's pretty comfortable
Yes,
with
one
3
don
life,
open,
2
two.
blockers, 1 Don open, as you say. Really nice and comfortable for Ben here.
And Ben seeing that Liam trashing a Roger, another card that Ben will be very happy to see going in the trash.
Absolutely.
Not great right now, but if the game went on,
Yeah.
something for Ben to think about. Obviously, most run two, so But once again, example of what we were already speaking about. Liam has to go for board. It's been the last 4 turns where he has not been able to attack that life, and this
Yep.
goes back to what I was saying when if you don't get Emu down to like 2 life early on, and this starts happening, you're in a very bad place as ace.
Yep.
So we see Nerjuro being removed there. And then we see the 9 beard coming in. And this is where the swings start coming in. And, as we said, Ben's comfortable enough that he can weather these swings right now.
Yep. Absolutely. So passes back over. We have 3 blockers on board now. 1 card in hand. Mathematically, Ben should be able to push through because his elders are all 7k. The leader effect can make one of that card in hand a 2k minus 2000 power to the attack coming in.
And then obviously at some point when he does take damage, he'll get the card from life and draw. So,
Yep.
it might help there. Another factor Ben has to factor in when making decisions on swing.
And
But
that
this is
Marco blocker is going to be really important as well, isn't it?
yes, very true. So he's deciding to take the life and get the card draw. But here
Now
we
an
see with an
8k
8.
swing.
Very great number, really, for ace, because it's constantly meaning 2 cards.
Yep.
You know, these sweet spots are always so important whenever I'm talking about fundamentals to people. The number breakpoints are so important because now, yeah, you got 2 cards, but now you're back down to 1.
Exactly, and the leader effect was used there as well. So, and just going digging for more pieces.
And finds that rush body.
Yep. Finally, the alt art version of it. They're both saying to each other.
Will it be the one that comes out and ends the game? I don't think it's needed, but if you need that extra swing shortly, it could be important.
It could indeed. So another 8k swing coming in. Blocks with a marker. Gets to draw 2 cards. Ooh.
Roger and Yamato. I feel like this is where Ben already looked through trash. We saw a lot of 2Ks already being
Yeah.
used. You know,
He knows. So yeah, 8k swing coming in now.
but this is where Liam's all in trouble because the leader
Yep.
effects, the stage hasn't been used. So
Yep.
Ben can apply all this pressure and then do 5 elders if needs be and get them all back up. And then you've got a wall
Yep.
to break through again.
Rushing through now, and he wins the game.
With the
Plays
art.
the rush. Nujiro comes in, 2 Don underneath it, and he swings for 9. And Liam did not have the pieces. Wow, what a performance. Beating Ace with Emu does take some doing. And Ben goes on to win, stays at X